I'm just waiting for someone to connect. This stream is going to be 30 minutes. It's going to end at 7:30. The next one is going to be on Monday. I posted on the, yeah, hello. Can you please say something in the chat so that I know that you are watching? Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, hello, thank you. The main point I wanted to talk today is about the role of silence. I don't know for everyone, but in my situation, after the trauma that I have been through, I began to be extremely silent. I was observing more, and instead of that, it enabled me to gain more insight, because when you don't talk, then you have more time to think, and it began to shift the dynamic of relationship. And it's especially like people are so used to talk about their own life, and if you are willing to listen, you can learn a lot. Hello, Melanie. I see that you are here. And my main source of inspiration for my video is books and also movies and the previous writing that I did on Quora. But silence is a theme that I want to explore because, hello, Azima. Silence is a theme that I want to explore because a lot of people mentioned that I was very silent, and I think that it's something that some people can relate. I don't know about the situation of everyone, but for me, it has become a core aspect of my personality, and I've gained a lot from it. And when I watch movie that gives me a mirror of who I am, it gives a strong impression. And yesterday I made a video about the difference between depth and surface, and I really wanted people to understand what I meant by depth, but in a way that can be understood simply by using a metaphor. Yes, I know him. He's from Quebec, and from what I can understand, he had schizophrenia. He was doing a lot of poetry, and some people tell me that I speak in metaphor, but like I'm so used to speak in metaphor that for me I don't consider them as metaphor. But for other people, they are probably finding it hard to understand sometimes, and that's the challenge that I have, trying to translate my thought in a way that everyone can understand. And poetry can be dense with symbols, and it makes sense for you, but for someone that is not inside your world, it is difficult to translate. But poetry is very useful to talk about feelings. I didn't read any of his poem, but in Cégep in Quebec, we did study a lot of literature. We wrote essays, and this is the reason why my main format was doing essays. When I started to write on Quora, most people, when it comes to mental illness, they will just talk about one sentence or two. They will be very short, and I would write long essays. And the main message is something that I saw on a public bus this week. It said, see the person, not the illness. And I think that this is the main message that people should remember when it comes to mental illness. It doesn't define you. And the most important is who you are as a person, not the diagnosis that you have. And also, when it comes to mental illness, mental health, where we are so used that it is only for people who got official diagnosis, but it's for everyone. Everyone has a mental health to take care of. And yeah, that's the main point to consider, because society tells us that mental illness is only for the people who struggle with mental illness. But no, if you have to move somewhere, if you are going through a divorce, a breakup, these are challenges of mental health. If there is someone that is there, please say something in the chat so that I can orient with what I'm gonna say next. Now I see that there are 2 people connected, so please say something in the chat so that I can. Ramones, can you, from which country he is? I'm not too sure. I don't think I've heard of him before. Is he a philosopher, a writer, a poet? Philosophy is also something that we learn in Quebec, in Cégep. Mental health, he's a musician. Yeah, I will listen to it. Thank you. I also use a lot of music, especially when I run. Okay, mythical band. Yeah, music is kind of important for me. It gives me some kind of emotion, some kind of motivation. And what do they talk about in the song? Mental illness, mental health challenges. Okay. Okay, so they are probably older. It's not a recent band. Okay. And that's my favorite type of music. I really love hard rock, heavy metal. This is the only thing that can wakes me up. Sometimes I feel my mind is so foggy with all the medication, and when I listen to something that is very hard and with a lot of musical instrument, it gives me some good vibration, and I don't need a coffee. I can just like listen to music to give me some good energy. Yes, my first language is French, but I'm not gonna talk French in the stream because a lot of people, they are English. And Jafar, are you in Quebec, or where are you from? Yeah, I've like during my 20s, I kind of relate to that. I was very angry, but over time, my feeling changed. Oui, je suis français. Yeah, I see. I will listen to it. Thank you for that. I'm kind of open to experience new things. And are you living with mental illness? Your name is very French. So are you from Quebec? I see that some people who watch me are from Quebec. Yeah, I know that this is something that I spoke with my psychiatrist on my last appointment. He said to me that when he was diagnosing people, most of them, they were getting angry, but he said they don't have any role model, and that's why I told him I want to make videos so I can tell people that you can be successful even if you have a mental illness. Like you can, because if you go on Google and then you type the symptoms, it's very abstract. But if you can relate to someone that has the same diagnosis as you and is doing good, then it's way more motivating, I think. Because if you write, like I've been writing for 10 years, but I don't see anyone. It's very rare that I get comments on my writing. So, but in video, yeah, it's the best format to interact with people and have the greatest impact. But to be honest, to change from writing to video is a lot of work. I didn't expect that. And for you, what does that song represent? Does it are you struggling with something, and this songs kind of help you to define what you feel? Because that's what I find with songs. Like sometimes you read the lyrics and you feel that it tells something about yourself. That's why I listen to so much music, because it helps me to express my emotion. The person that is watching the stream, can you please say something? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's and yeah, if you like punk rock, heavy metal, like this is something that I can really relate. And when I was younger, I was going to church, like a Pentecostal church, and I was friend with people like they called blue collar, I think, like mechanics, thing like that. And most of them, they were musician, and like they were playing the electric guitar. And when we were together in private, I would see the kind of music that they were listening, and I did some piano, but I did not do it long enough to experience the depth of music. But it was a transforming experience for me. But yeah, do you listen to other type of music? Like, do you like classical music, pop music? Um, because I feel like classical music is very good, especially if you want to study or just read a book. It helps you to focus, to remove all the distraction, especially if you have noise canceling headphone. That's like the best thing ever. And for the music that you suggest, I kind of use it when I go at the gym on the treadmill. I need to find some extra motivation, and it pushed me. Are you from Quebec or France? Because France right now have like 6 hour jet lag from Quebec. So it would be like 1 a.m. in France. Yeah, Quebec. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. To be honest, I've started to live in Ontario for 2 years, and it's very different. Like in Quebec, they eliminated all nuclear energy. The last one was in Bécancour, and in Ontario, they don't have that much rivers. Like they have the Grand Lac and things like that, but they are not doing a lot of electric dam and hydro energy. So they use more nuclear plant. Like it's a very different world. It's crazy. Like I live in Ottawa, I just have to cross the bridge to go to Gatineau. It takes 5 minutes, even less than that, and it's like you don't recognize anything. People, they speak English here. You cross the bridge, people speak in French. All the sign, it's in French. Um, it's yeah. And like when I speak another language like English, I feel I'm a different person. It's like I'm playing a character, and it's not who I am really. It's like it's you dissociate the language. Language is like a different version of yourself. And the worst is when you go to Toronto, there's almost no one that speaks French there. I was in Toronto the other day because my girlfriend was in Toronto, and now I am not with her, but I saw someone that he was speaking in French, like on the phone, or I don't remember to who, and I began to talk with him, and we start to have a conversation for like 5 minutes because there's like almost no one that speaks French. So if you see someone that speaks French there, then it's like it's very rare. So you can talk with them, and they will be very happy to talk to you. Do you live in Montreal, or like where do you live? You don't have to tell me exactly where, but like just to have a general idea. I know like right now there's two people. So if the other person that is watching, can you please comment and say something so that I know that you're here? Because I want to interact as much as possible with the people that are watching the stream. I don't want to just do a solo ramble for 30 minutes. I prefer to talk with the people that are watching. Hello. So everyone that is on the stream, please comment something so that I can talk with you, interact with you as much as possible. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. 1 hour from Montreal. Okay. I was living in Shawinigan. Um, it's like where the Prime Minister Jean Chrétien was from. It's a bit cold, right? Even here, the winter are terrible. 1 hour from Montreal. Yeah. Yeah, Quebec is it's quite big, but there are not too many people living in the north. It's the same as in Ontario. In the north of Ontario, there's not too many people as well. If you are on the stream, please say something so that I can talk with you, interact with you as much as possible. There's 3 people watching right now, 1 people. Yeah. And what type of work do you do? Thank you, by the way, for watching the stream. Last stream, there were so many people watching. I think it was because it was the first time that I was watching and people were very curious. This time, there's way less people, but it's okay. I will still continue to stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. Just to be here, it's very much appreciated. Um, there were some people that told me, "Oh, you should stream," but before I wasn't ready, and I didn't want to stream about video games, so I didn't do it. Yeah, last time my first stream was at 2:30, and like it was on a weekday. I thought everyone should be at work or something, but no, it was very surprising, and many people showed up. That's why I decided to stream at 7. So I think like it's the best time in the weekend or even the weekdays. I didn't expect that anyone would connect, but I think that if I do it very consistently, then there's a better chance that more people will show up in the future. And last time there was a guy, it's like he was keep posting racist comment, and I was like, I didn't know how to remove it. He kept posting racist slur, and it was my first stream, so then I finally found how to remove it, but it took a long time. If anyone is present, I see that right now there is 4 people, so please comment something in the chat so I know that you're here. If you have anything to say, I'm not just gonna talk like in front of an empty wall. I want to talk to people. That's the reason why I'm streaming. So if you are here, just please say something. Just say hi. It will be enough. I rather you to say hi than just stay silent. Yes, my theme is about silence, but silence doesn't mean that you don't live anything inside, or you don't need to say anything at all. It's just to choose more carefully. Hello, Fidi. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Uh, I see that there's another person who joined the stream. So please, if you are here, you can message me. Can we can talk? Can ask any question that you want. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. Yeah, thanks for your interest. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate the time that you are giving me. It's my second stream, so I don't have too much experience, but I do enjoy talking with people. It's very different from creating video. Where are you from, by the way? Are you living in Canada, or are you abroad? Because I see that I have some viewers from the US as well, but on Eastern time, it's more the East Coast. Because West Coast, it's like 3 hour difference. So. I think Fidzi, it's your first time to be here because last stream I didn't see you. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm glad that you are here. Yeah, I've never been to Dubai, but the architecture there is crazy. What they are doing, and they have really strong airlines, and yeah, they are. I think they are smart to invest in other things than just oil. Um, yeah, it seems like a great place. Thank you, brother, for being here. I'm glad. Yeah, glad to meet you. It's the Ramadan, so it's not. But now it's here. It's sunset, but for you, I don't know exactly the time difference. Yeah, I asked one of my friend about the Ramadan schedule. He said that like every year it's adjusted by 11 days, or because it's the lunar calendar. And yeah, I was trying to understand why sometimes it was late, sometimes it was early, and are you like a religious Muslim? Do you pray 5 days a day, 5 times a day? Sorry. Oh, it's 4 in the morning. Yeah, that's very early. Yeah. So it's like close to sunrise. Sunrise, it must be like 6. Remember, I checked yesterday, it was like 6:45 in the sunrise. Yeah. Because the Ramadan is sunrise to sunset. So you have to eat a lot now because you won't be able to eat during the day. What is the type of work that you are doing? I see that there's someone else joining. If you are here, just say something. You can just start with hi. There's no need to say anything more harder than that. What is I don't understand. Can you uh, can you help me to define that word? Hello, yeah. I'm glad that you're back. Thank you. For anyone else who is watching the stream, just say hi. You don't have to say something very complicated. Just to know that you're here. I'm very glad. I'm starting, and I don't expect too much people, but I'm going to be regular. I'm going to stay committed to the schedule that I have fixed. So if you are here, just say hi, and I will be very happy to talk to you. Have you Eaten already? You said that you were soon to eat. Oh, okay. Thanks to let me know. I didn't know about that. You are better informed than me. Yeah. When I was in university, there were a lot of Muslims that were studying with me, and it was very hard for them. A creeper? Who are you talking to? You mean who is a creeper? Hello, Lazy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, the stream is going to be 30 minutes, so I'm not going to extend more than that, but I'm going to be back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Um, like I said, I really want to stay committed by that schedule, so um, feel free to come back. Even if it's not Monday, you can come on the next Saturday. I don't really mind. Even if you can just watch for 5 minutes, that's plenty enough for me. I just want to interact with people that are watching my video or that shows an interest to the team that I'm talking. Um, yeah, you're right. There's a song by Radiohead that mentioned creep. I remember. Yeah, that's a good call. But if you don't explain yourself, like, don't expect people to understand you. I was in the military before. I was in the military for 7 years, and now I stopped. And after that, I finished my undergraduate degree in biomedical science. Now I just submitted an application for human genetics at McGill University. So I'm gonna see how it's gonna turn out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get accepted or not, but um, yeah, I do want to apply. I did apply at University of Toronto in medical biophysics, but I was rejected. But the good thing is that even if I was rejected, I was not completely discouraged. I still wanted to apply to elsewhere, and if it doesn't work this cycle, I'm gonna apply next year. To be honest, I don't have too much research experience because my life was interrupted for medical reason. So that's the reason why all the people who had no interruption in their study, they have done so much more than me in terms of science accomplishment. Well, Fidi and Manche de Pel, I'm going to conclude the stream right here. And then I'm going to be back next Monday and also next Saturday. So I'm very glad that you were here to just talk with me for a few minutes. Yes, I was at Valcartier in Quebec City. And then also I went to Farnham in Sherbrooke. I went to two military bases. Valcartier is by far the biggest. It's like a new city inside of Quebec City. It's crazy, but it was like a very awesome experience. So thanks to everyone, and I'm going to be back on Monday, and I will just wish you a nice rest of the weekend. Okay, bye bye. Take care.